Okay, the last word we did was what?
Purple.
Purple. Everyone put their finger on purple. Your next word is going to go right underneath purple. Are you ready? Okay, the pencils down, please. The next word is the word key. I need a key to start the car. Lane, you make up a sentence with key.
The key is orange.
The key is orange. I have a key for the house. Owen, you make up a sentence for key.
I have a key for the car.
I have a key for the car. Okay, everybody get your hands ready. Hands up. How many syllables does the word key have?
Key. One. Key. E.
Okay, let's start again. Say the word.
Key. E.
We're going to use A, E, I for
That we
E.
may use.
That we may use at the end of English words. That's right. Say the sounds while you write, please. Let me hear you.
E.
Read your word to me.
Key.
Dictate it back.
E.
Does your word look like mine?
Yes. No.
Lane, which sound is my k making? Owen, how about my E? What do I do there?
Underline it.
Why do I underline it?
Because it's a multi-letter phonograph.
Yes, it is. And which sound is it making? A, E, I.
Second.
Second. So what do I do?
Put a two above it.
Yes. Very good. Make sure you mark it. All right. You ready for the next word?
Yes.
The next word is heaven. God the Father is in heaven and everywhere else, right? If we trust in Jesus, we will go to heaven. Lexi, you make up a sentence with heaven.
I will go to heaven.
I will go to heaven. Ethan, make up a sentence with heaven. Heaven is beautiful. Ethan?
If you believe in the Lord Jesus Christ, you will go to heaven.
You believe in the Lord Jesus Christ, you will go to heaven. If you know how to spell all those words, but that's a good sentence, Ethan. Everybody get your hands ready. Evan, how many syllables does the word heaven have?
Heaven. Two.
Good. Eyes up here.
Heaven.
Now this one has a thing to spell. We say heaven. Let me hear you say heaven.
Heaven.
The thing to spell is have N.
That's like the same thing.
No, well, for some people it may be, but normally when you say heaven, what do you hear in the second syllable? Some people hear I, you hear different things. Okay, eyes up. Let me hear you say the thing to spell.
Heaven.
Again.
Heaven.
You're going to use E-A to say the F sound. And then, that's the first syllable, second syllable. Say the sounds as you write. This is, of course, at E. Let me hear you say the sounds. Read your word to me.
Heaven.
Give me the thing to spell.
Heaven.
Again.
Heaven.
Good. Dictate it back.
Heaven.
Say the first syllable first. Does your word look like mine? Double check. Lexi, what do I do with my Ethan, my F?
Second and underline it.
What do I do with it? Say it loudly.
Underline it and say the second sound.
Good. He says to underline it, and it's saying its second sound. So what do I do since it's saying its second sound? Ethan?
put a 2 above it?
Yes, thank you. Evan, what do I do with my V?
First and only.
First and only, that's right. Madison, my E.
First.
First, that's right. Taylor, my N.
First and only.
All right, Benny, you're right, Taylor. Benny, what's the louder or bossy syllable? Heaven.
Have.
Yes, did you guys hear that? Have. Now, what does that tell me about why we need a thing to spell? Lane.
The E is mousy.
Yeah, this is the mousy or quiet syllable, and we can't always hear it, can we? So we do the thing to spell so that we can tell what vowel is in this second syllable. That's right. All right, you ready for the next word? The next word is forest. I climbed a tree in the forest.
There's no snakes up there.
I saw a snake in the forest. You could say that. Evan, you make up a sentence with forest.
Oh, you kill it. I would.
Shh, it's Evan's turn.
I saw a snake in a forest.
Good. Madison, forest. The forest had lots of trees.
The forest had lots of trees.
Very good. Everybody get your hands ready. How many syllables does the word forest have?
Forest. 2.
This also has a thing to spell. We say forest,
Forest.
but we're going to think to spell. Let me hear you.
Forest.
You guys could tell what the thing to spell was. Good job. Forest. And this is E, of course, in case you couldn't tell. Or est. Say the sounds while you write. Benny, make sure your E does not go in the attic. Not yet. Yes, Lane? You know what? Est sometimes is a suffix, but it's not here. Good thinking, Lane. Good thinking. Yes, Stanley?
Can you please cut that?
Is it an emergency?
I really need to go.
I would like you to wait a little bit. We've only got a few more words, okay? If it's an emergency, you've got to go. But otherwise, I'd like you to wait. Okay, read your word to me.
Forest.
And give me the thing to spell.
Forest.
Good. Dictate it back. Does your word look like mine?
Yep.
Good. Okay, Benny did the bossy syllable. So, Solveig, what do I do with my Sarah, my or? Why do I underline it? Very good. Stanley, what do I do with my E?
First.
Calliope, my S.
First.
Lane, my T.
First and only.
Owen, can you tell me the bossy syllable? Forest.
Or.
Yes, so what does that tell me? Sarah.
That S is the messy syllable because you think that there's an I there, but it's actually an
So you hear it, I hear when you say the word normally, don't you? I do too. Some people do, some people don't. It's not clear, is it? So that's why we need the thing to spell. Forest, because that way we remember that this is an E.
I hear E.
Good, I'm glad you do. People's ears hear different things sometimes. But that's okay.
And sometimes I hear it.
That's why it's helpful to have a thing to spell, because we sometimes will hear things differently. Okay, are you ready for the next word? The next word is hotel. I will go and stay in a hotel. Taylor, you haven't made up a sentence yet, have you? Hotel.
I will stay in a hotel.
Benny.
I will stay in a hotel soon.
I will stay in a hotel soon. Very good. Everybody get your hands ready. How many syllables does the word hotel have?
Hotel. 2.
Good.
Hotel. Hotel.
Say the sounds while you write. Unless it's important. Is it important? Read your word to me.
Hotel.
Dictate it back.
Ho.
Everyone.
Ho. Hotel.
Does your word look like mine?
Yes. No.
Okay. Lexi, what do I do with my Ethan, my O? Second sound. Why is it saying its second sound there?
It's at the end of the syllable.
And what do I do with it?
Underline it.
Yep. What rule does it remind you of? Everybody.
A-E-O-U. Usually say A-E-O-U at the end of the syllable.
Evan, what do I do with my T?
Personally.
Madison, my F.
First.
Taylor, my L. Benny, can you tell me what the bossy syllable is? Hotel. Tell is louder here. That's right. I don't think there's a syllable there that we can't hear the vowels, is there? We can hear them pretty clearly with that word. We don't really need to think to spell for that. Okay, we have one more word. And this word is a little weird. This is the word who. I'm going to show you something about it afterward. Who. Say that again, Lane?
Who.
Okay, you know what? We can do that. We can either think to spell who, or we can, let's do it that way, okay? And then I'll show you another way, and you guys can pick which one you want to do. Okay, let's think to spell who. First, we have to make up a sentence. Who is at the door? Who? Solveig, you haven't made up a sentence. Make up a sentence with who. Who has the book? Who are you? Sarah, who?
Who is at the door of the hotel with a key?
Who is at the door of the hotel with a key? Good job. All right, everybody, how many syllables does the word who have?
Who. 1.
We say who, but we think to spell who. Okay? Eyes up here.
Who.
And this is I-O-U. And this is, of course, say the sounds as you write.
Ew. Wait. I know, last word. And then when we start to see, we're going to say the
Okay, read your word to me.
Who.
Say it the normal way.
Who.
Give me the thing to spell.
Who. Ew.
Does your word look like mine?
Yes.
Okay. Solveig, what do you think I should do with my... Okay, we'll underline it. Why would we underline it? Now, is it saying... There. Is it saying... What do you think? It's not.
So X.
Let's put an X above it. That's right. It's one of those very few words that gets an X.
Like two.
Sarah?
Like so.
Yeah, we haven't had many. Sarah, which sound does my oo make?
Third.
Yes, that's the third sound. Now, the other thing that I wanted to show you is you could also pretend that this first, you could not treat this as a multi-letter phonogram, but you could look at this as a silent whoop. And you could mark it like this. And make this silent and just say, who?
Can we do that?
You may put it right next to it, yes, and you can mark it whichever way you like.
I'm gonna mark it.
You want a silent whoop there and just have it say, who, or do you want to say that the is not making its correct sound?
I'm doing both.
Yeah, do them both.
I want the other one.
Okay, now it is time to write sentences.
I know